Don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm so sorry you had to hear that. It's been a while. So I've had a really fun week. Feel really settled here in Buenos Aires, and it feels like home now, which is really great. My previous girl Avanting was pretty much travelling. You know, I'd be lucky if I stayed somewhere for 2 nights in a row. I've been here for like 5 weeks now, and apart from going to Mendoza, it's been just in Buenos Aires, and I've done very little that you'd expect a tourist to do, but I really feel like I'm starting to know the city, and I'm loving the rhythm. And I love this place. It's such a characterful place. And I've said it before, but the people are so warm and friendly. They might be a bit nosy, which might be why they come across as so friendly, but they're, you know, as long as you try, like my Spanish is rubbish, but as long as you try speaking a little bit, they're so happy that you're here and you're trying to speak to them that they're generally okay. Although I did go out last night to a really fancy place and it was really nice, and I got my first pitchy look. So that was pretty cool. I did go to rugby yesterday, Argentina, South Africa, which was really cool.
Y ahora sí, el momento más esperado. La
And I was a bit scruffy in this like fancy place, which might be why I got looked down on. But yeah, that was quite good. Good to know that it happens all around the world and this isn't perfect here. So after my video last week, I ended up doing a slight tourist thing. There's a really cool bookshop here that's in an old theatre. So I went in there and it's so beautiful inside. I had a look around, had a little coffee in there, a bit of a cake, and you actually sit on the stage. Like the tables for the cafe are on the stage of the old theatre. So that was really cool. I went to Belgrano, a neighbourhood, to do some writing one day. So I enjoyed that. So like just sort of piecing together the different neighbourhoods and where my neighbourhood fits against them. So that's what I'm trying to do. I went tango on Tuesday. Down here, my first tango lesson. Which we last, I think, I'm going to the beginners class. That was fun. It was hard though. So there were other beginners, there's quite a lot of people there. And the men in Buenos Aires seemingly like dancing. Whereas at home, like a ballroom dance, guys are just not really that interested. But here, in the group of beginners, it's probably like about 60% girls, 40% men. So they swap you to have a different partner as part of the sort of beginner class. And if you've got a good guy to dance with who knows what he's doing, it's good fun and kind of makes sense. If you've got a guy who's a bit rubbish, it's really hard. Which obviously I didn't know things like that before. So like we're sort of learning, you know, to be led and to be a lead. So when the guy's good, he sort of lets you know what he's about to do. If the guy's not good, then you just have to guess. And if you don't guess right, you've got a guy like literally walks into you because like they're walking forward in tango, and you're like, is he gonna go? Is he? Oh, he's walked into me. Brilliant. Wednesday was my second salsa class. Loving it. I was spinning around in all sorts. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but it was so good. And I ended up a right sweaty mess at the end, which was quite embarrassing. So, because it's winter here, like I'm going sort of to be warm. But after like 20 minutes of dancing, it gets hot. The place is warm. So yeah, layers is the secret, I think. I found an amazing guy. Shout out to Enzo. And he's my beautician here. He did my nails a couple of weeks back and they look fantastic. And he did my eyebrows as well this week, so I trusted him to do my eyebrows. No waxing, so he used the pincer, so that's Spanish for tweezers. So yeah, I was really happy with him. As I say, I went to the rugby yesterday I also went out on Friday and Saturday night. And had a couple of drinks, and I'm so tired today, which is really bad, isn't it? Which is why I'm lying on my bed, being really lazy filming this. But Sundays is my chore day. So I've done my supermarket shop, I've done my laundry, all the really glamorous travel things, and making my plans for next week. I'm still doing my Spanish lessons, still butchering the Spanish language given any opportunity. If it's a proper sentence, if it's a proper conversation between two people speaking Argentinian Spanish to each other, I'm like, okay, I kind of losing it. But if it's quite slow and it's quite basic, I can sort of start to piece things together. So I'm still miles off, but there's progress. There's progress being made, people, and that's good, isn't it? I think so. And next week, well, I'm not going to say what I'm doing next week. You'll have to tune in next week to find out. Hopefully I remember to sing the theme tune this time.